time for the people who've made the most money over the last decade to step up and do their part.
Thank you. Next question is from Mr. Lawrence Robert Shaw and Mr. Thomas Kester, both from Green Valley. Okay, the next question is from Mr. Lawrence Robert Shaw and Mr. Thomas Kester, both of Green Valley, who want to know what is your position on the Rosemont mine proposal. Mr. Kelly, your first 1 minute response, 30-second rebuttal.
If the question is, do I support a copper mine in the copper state that has 10% unemployment? Pretty much a no-brainer. I don't see how you can stand against copper mines right now when we have so much unemployment in this nation. We don't have a right to complain about deficits and debts and unemployment and then turn around and throw out somebody who's coming in trying to create jobs. And I'm betting somewhere in the long run that Rosemont will make profit. Good for them.
Mr. Barber?
Well, I've studied this issue for the last 6 years, and I will tell you this. There are a lot of problems with this mine. I'm certainly not against mining, but the mining has to be done in the right place and in the right way. This is the wrong place and the wrong way. And the main issue that still remains to be resolved, that has not been resolved by Rosemont or any of their engineers, is where are they going to get the water to supply this mine, to pump it over the mountains into this mine from a depleted, already depleted aquifer under Green Valley and Sarita. If that water is further taken up, the development that can happen in Green Valley and Sarita, the businesses and the homes, simply won't happen. That's going to lose jobs much more than the jobs that are gained by this mine. It is being done by a Canadian company. The profits will be there, and good for them. It'll go to Canada. It won't affect people here in the way Mr. Kelly suggests. If we can solve the water problem, we have a whole different story. But the American people need to know, and people in this community need to know, that they're not going to lose if the mine goes in and takes the profits away.
Thank you. Mr. Menalinkus?
Research has shown there would really not be that much profit to Arizona, to the country, through Rosemont mine coming into existence. So I am definitely opposed to it. But the research has also showed that not only would we desecrate a beautiful environment, it has beautiful environments around it, but it's also very questionable as to the safety of our water supplies in that area. So I am definitely in opposition to this. I've stood up against negative environmental developments before. I'm standing up again now. Definitely against Rosemont mine development.
Thank you, Mr. Kelly. 30 seconds. Rebuttal.
I promise there are no jobs and profits if the copper stays in the ground. We have to take it out and sell it first. I think they should take it out and sell it. I don't see how we can tell people who can't afford a gallon of gas and are stuck working right now at jobs that they're overqualified for. That sorry, we don't want to dig up some copper. Let's dig up some copper and create some jobs in this district.
Mr. Barber, 30 seconds.
Well, let's be realistic about this. The mine is not going to open until the water issue is resolved, and that's at least 2 or 3 years away. We need jobs in this community now, not some future promise by a foreign company that may never bring the jobs to this community. We need to build on the bioscience and the high-tech and the solar jobs that we already have a foundation for. That's how we get Southern Arizona back to work. That's how we deal with unemployment in this district, not by some fantasy that this copper mine is going to open immediately. It's not. It cannot, because it cannot resolve the water problem, which is the most significant remaining issue to be resolved.
Mr. Menalinkus, 30 seconds.
Well, I think I've already emphasized my point. And again, there aren't going to be that many jobs developed, but we are going to do terrible things to desecrate our heritage around the Santa Rita Mountains. Definitely, I just want to stand strong against any development in Santa Rita Mountains.
Thank you.